Hi everybody, it's Laquita, and I have a little project to share with you today. I decided to join in on the fun and join in on Rosanne's hidden giveaway. And if you're not familiar with her hidden giveaway challenge, I'll leave a link below, and you can go over, and the link won't be to her video about the hidden challenge. It will be a link to her channel, because as it states, it is a hidden giveaway. So I decided that I wanted to participate, and I've been watching all the videos of everybody that's sending in all their things, and everything has been so beautiful. So I'm sure mine doesn't even begin to measure up to what everybody else has sent in. But anyway, I just wanted to join in on the fun, so hopefully she'll enjoy what I made. So I decided to make, I've got a few handmade flowers here that I made, and I started out with just two. At first I think I made this one first, and it's just, it starts off with a doily, and then it's got some appliques in there, and it's got a little bit of a ruffle from a blouse that I found at the thrift store, and then there's another doily under there, and then I've just added some cotton fabric around the center, and then just some more little fabric that I frayed, and then I added some little stamens in the center. So it's kind of thick, almost like a little cupcake. But that was the first one that I made, and then I made this one, and I really love the fabric. Look at all those pretty colors in there, and it has that little gold metallic threading that's going through it. And then I added some lace across the back, and then I added the feathers around it. And I thought, she could use this for one of her gypsy books, or, a colorful fabric book or something like that. And then after I made it, I thought, well, I better make sure that she wanted colored flowers. So I went back and listened to the video again, and she didn't want the dark colors. She actually wanted lighter colors. So then I made another one. I've got these stuck on with a little dot of tape there. But then I went back and I made this one, and it starts off with a doily, and then a little bit of lace, and then another doily that I cut apart. There were petals here in between these, and I snipped those off and used them to create the second layer. And then I added a couple of little doilies in the center and a flat back pearl. So she'll just get the color one as a bonus. So those are the three flowers I made for her. And then I made a little package to put them in. And so all I did was I took a sheet of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper and just folded it in half. And then I cut off about 3 inches of it. So it's about 9 inches long and a little less than 6 inches across, because I folded one edge under and then glued it together. So it's a little bit shy of 6 inches across. But then I just made these pretty little, I don't know what you call them. They're just kind of a collage made on a little doily. And so I started out with a doily, and then I've just added little pieces of appliques, and then a handmade flower, and some not so small stamens there, kind of like little buds. And then there's a little hidden rhinestone in there. And then I've just got some beads dangling at the bottom, and some more appliques hanging off of that. And then the leaves were white, and I dyed those with some of my Tattered Angel spray. So that's the package that the flowers will go in. And then the next thing that I'm going to give her, I'm going to give her some doilies and some laces. So I've just got a few doilies here, some dangling doilies, and then just a few, dangling laces, and then just a few doilies. I wished I would have had prettier doilies to send you, Rosanne, but they're in storage, so hopefully I will get them out soon, and I'll be able to have some prettier things to share with everybody. So that's all I had for now as far as the doilies go. And then the next package I made is this one, and all of the doilies and the laces will go in this package. And again, I just, you know, used a piece of scrapbook paper, and I've just got a tag on the back, so when she gets these, she'll know what's on the inside. And I just put, I started with a doily, and then I've just added some more appliques and another handmade flower, and then a couple of little flowers that I bought. And then this little flower down here, I actually stitched all of those little beads on there just to give it a little extra something. And then I added some leaves across the bottom, and it's also got a couple of skeleton leaves down there. So that's the package for the laces and doilies. And then I'm making her a fabric page to go in the book. And the image that I chose is that little girl, that cute little girl with that bird. I just love that image. It's just so sweet. And then I just made some little, well, I only made one flower here. It's this one. And the others were just appliques or cut off of laces and things. Now the little frame that's going around her image was cut from some fabric that I got at Joann's, and that same fabric had these little butterflies on it. So I cut, you know, a couple of those out, and then I just added some beads. This one has green and this one has blue. And then I've just got some more appliques and a little applique flower there. And then I've created one large flower right here, which is kind of dimensional. It's got, it starts off with a doily and then some muslin that I frayed, and then it has a layer of lace, and then another doily, and then a layer of trim, and then another little doily in the center. And then this little bow that I created right here, I created from a doily that I had, and I added the pretty bling in the center of it. And then I've got another little crocheted flower that's tucked in right there, and I added a little applique, little sequined applique flower in the center there. And other than the flowers across the top, all that's left to show you are the dangles that I've added across the bottom. And I've got 3 different dangles. I've got the one that has the little flower on it, and then this one, and then the longer one. And then there's a little bit of a lace under there. And then these little flowers, I actually crocheted these. Now, I've never made these before, so I have seen them on other videos, but I wanted to try it, and so I'm not that great at crocheting, so I know that there are mistakes in it. So if you are a crocheter, if you know how to crochet very well, then don't look at mine because it does have mistakes in it. But hopefully they're okay and Rosanne won't cut them off. And I also made some little dangling leaves here. And then I have a little applique that's hanging down. It's kind of a really light pink. And there's a little tiny pink flower that's tucked under there. And there's also a beaded dangle hanging in here, some dangling beads. And that is it. The back is left plain, which is the way she asked us to do that. And then I guess the only other thing that's left is to show you where I hid my information, and it's right here. I just created a little booklet, and it's a little fabric booklet. It opens, has my information on the inside, and then I just added the little butterfly and the little applique flower on top of it. And I've created a little pocket back there that's got satin fabric in there, so it makes it have a nice smooth you know, way to get it in and out. So that is my page that I'm going to send her. And the other thing, I guess, is the package. I made the same type of package as I did for the other ones. And this one, I started with a doily, and then there's another doily there, and then another doily here, which is just like the one that I used for the bow. And I've got a little bit of trim right there, another handmade flower there, another handmade flower there. That one I bought. And then a few little appliques, and then I've got a key that's dangling down there. And that's it. And it's a tight fit for the page. It just is the right, perfect size to go in there. If it were any bigger, it wouldn't go. I'd have to make a bigger package. And then I'm just gonna send her a few more little goodies. I just decorated one of those, oh, what do you call these things? I can't think of it right away, but anyway, one of those little bags. And just what I did is I just put a doily and some eyelash trim, and I did make these two little crocheted flowers that I have, one stacked on top of the other, and then I've got a little rosebud in the center. And then these little things I did make. Now some of these are tattered and some not tattered, tatted. I tatted this one and this one and this one, and these two are crocheted, the apple and the pear, and that's another tatted piece. And then I have two little hearts here that I crocheted, and then two more little tatted pieces. And then I tatted some trim for her. It's probably about, I don't know, 10 inches long, and she can either cut it apart and use it or keep it all together. But I didn't know how to tat, so this was my first attempt at tatting. So it's actually fun. It's actually, I think, easier than crocheting. It's pretty much the same stitch over and over and over. So that's what I'm going to be sending to Rosanne. And if I didn't mention, Rosanne is such a sweet lady. If you are not familiar with her, please go over and visit her channel and see all of her beautiful creations. She is crazy, crazy talented. So that's it for now, guys. Stay tuned for another big project that I have coming up. It'll probably be another week before I put the video up, because I'm almost finished with my book, and I'm going to share it with you before I put it in the mail. So everyone, take care, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.